What's going on, guys? I've got a tech review here for you. When I started YouTube a couple years back, I wasn't doing, making any videos or anything like that. But I kind of had it in mind to do tech reviews. I love tech. I got into Macs and all that kind of stuff, and whether it's electronics or Kindles or iPads and stuff like that. Anything tech related, I definitely loved. I was always, reading Engadget and Lifehacker and all that kind of stuff. And but then I got into knives, and now I am constantly on the forums, USN, Blade forums, Jersey Devil, and all that kind of stuff. And the whole tech thing kind of took a backseat. I still am into tech, but I just never really did much in the way of reviews for tech. I only did this review on the Nike Fuel Band that my wife got me. So this will kind of be my first tech review. See how it goes. I'm definitely not. Well, I'm not that well versed, in terms of knives and all that kind of stuff. But I've been learning, and definitely with tech, I'm probably not as well versed as I used to be. But here we go. This is the iPhone 5. I've always been using iPhone from the very first one. iPhone was just the iPhone, not the 3G or anything like that. I had the most basic iPhone at the time and used that all the way until the iPhone 4 came out with the Retina display. Then I've been sporting that for the past 2 years, and then finally when the iPhone, I skipped over the 4S, got the 4S for my wife, and then once the 5 came out, I definitely jumped at the opportunity to get it. The iPhone 5 definitely, I feel like, just didn't have the same hype as, I don't know if it's with Steve Jobs' death or just with how Apple is in general. I didn't see lines at the door. It was pretty easy to do a pre-order and all that kind of stuff. I heard even after the pre-order, people are kicking themselves because, shipping was going to take too long and all that kind of stuff. And you could just wait outside the door of AT&T or Verizon and pretty much get an iPhone, same day without waiting too long. I waited for, golly, like, I don't know how many hours outside the door when the iPhone 4 came out, and that was a huge deal. And you know how Steve Jobs is the master of marketing, and he really hypes up all the stuff. So a lot of hoopla around the iPhone 4. But around the iPhone 5 with Tim Cook in lead, it just didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. Yeah, so in terms of my review and impressions of this phone, I'll preface it by saying this. I would have preferred to wait. I pre-ordered right away just thinking it was going to be awesome. But if I could have waited, I would have. At the same time, I don't have any regrets about getting this knife or getting this phone. It's a great phone. It is a lot faster. It's a lot thinner. It's a lot lighter. So it's noticeably in all those categories, lighter, thinner, and faster in all respects. So things load up faster. Visually, it's all the same because the Retina display is awesome. But again, it's much thinner, and it is much lighter. It almost feels kind of plasticky, even though it's made out of aluminum and all that kind of stuff. Around the edges and all that kind of stuff, being a knife guy now, you kind of start appreciating this chamfering around the edges of this aluminum band around the phone. It's got the coating. It's not DLC coating, but it's a black anodized aluminum. So it's really cool. I'm applying all my knife knowledge to the phone. So the anodization on this aluminum band, all that kind of stuff, it's pretty cool. Versus the iPhone 4, 4S, it's got the I think it's still aluminum. It might be steel, but I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. But the silver aluminum, brushed aluminum. and it's pretty much just straight. So you kind of get some hard edges. So the chamfering is a nice touch. Obviously, you've got the longer form factor, same thickness of or width of the phone, just a longer longer phone. So you do get the 4-inch display versus the 3 point something inch display. I'm actually not sure if it's just 3-inch or what. So I think it might have been 3-inch display. So no, actually it was bigger. So I can't remember. But anyway, it's a little bit longer and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, all the apps haven't been updated completely to take advantage of the 4-inch display. So, when you have apps running and all that kind of stuff, for instance, just say a game here. I've been playing Temple Run a lot. So you see that it takes up, this part of the screen. So you have this black, kind of like, when you're watching Letterbox on your TV, you get some of those black spaces, on the sides and all that kind of stuff. So, it doesn't take advantage yet of the full screen and all that kind of stuff. So, that's one thing that's, makes a big difference in terms of, whether or not it was worth getting the 5 versus the 4 and all that kind of stuff. And it's I don't know. It is what it is. So here is to me, the biggest difference on this phone versus the 4 or the 4S. You see it right there, LTE. Oops. Right there, LTE. This thing is lightning fast. The data on this it's faster than wireless for sure. So if you have LTE in your area, and I've got 5 bars full right here, this thing is blazing fast. Going through, when I'm like looking on USN on my phone, it's faster than, like, sometimes my wireless gets caught, on my computer, or if I rarely actually use wireless on my phone because I have the unlimited. I grandfathered my old unlimited data plan onto here. So streaming things LTE is awesome. Netflix and all, like, YouTube videos, all my YouTube stuff, I'm constantly doing on the phone. Unless I have to, like, do all the comments and all that kind of stuff, then it's definitely easier to do it on the computer and stuff like that. So having LTE on the iPhone makes all the difference in the world. I've tried out Android. I've never owned Android, but I've tried it out and all that kind of stuff. And just to me, it's say what you will. I mean, just in my personal opinion, it's just too clunky. There's too many variations and variables and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not a big hacker and all that kind of stuff. So I could assume, or for hackers and all that kind of stuff, it makes a lot of sense. Maybe to do Android and you can kind of just do your own thing. But I mean, you can jailbreak the phones and all that kind of stuff too. But just as a basic user and the simplicity of the App Store and just having apps and all that kind of stuff, I love the iPhone. I don't think I'll ever go back to any other kind of phone. This is, starting from the very first iPhone, it really changed my life in terms of, organization and scheduling and all that kind of stuff, versus a regular phone. I used to never schedule a calendar or anything like that, and I still don't that much, but, having things, at your disposal all the time, everything is right here in this little package. And the fact that it's thinner and lighter than it was before, and faster, like way faster, it makes it that much better. Kind of sucks that you lose the YouTube, app that was already built into it. You lose the Google Maps. Now you have the TomTom Maps. I haven't had any issues with it. People have been talking about how TomTom and the Apple Maps and stuff like that has been a little bit problematic, like airports being placed in wrong places and all that kind of stuff. But in general, it's been good. I haven't used the turn-by-turn feature yet because I have GPS in my car. But yeah, the 3D kind of bird's eye view kind of thing is pretty cool when you look at it. it's definitely a very cool feature, to be able to look at things 3D and all that kind of stuff. So that's a pretty cool feature. So with LTE, just the satellite images just loads up so fast, which is pretty cool. So just zooming in, all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty cool feature. So yeah, I mean, basically, I'm not gonna bore you with the specs and all that kind of stuff. You can find that all on Apple's website, But faster chip, I think more RAM. I got the 32 gigabyte version, and yeah, so it's awesome. I haven't actually tried the panoramic view for the camera either, but that's a feature that I'll be interested in trying out. So again, like I said, if I could have waited, I probably should have waited, because the iPhone 4 definitely would have worked just fine. It would have fulfilled all my needs. But having the 5 now, I don't regret it. It kind of blows me away that, buying this, upgrading this is cheaper than this. I use this every day, but compared to how much I use my phone, I mean, it doesn't even compare. I use the phone all the time. I use my knife to cut open the package to get to my phone. So, anyway, yeah, that's my really quick impressions and review of the iPhone 5. It's awesome, and if you are looking into upgrading, noticing that your phone is lagging and all that kind of stuff, it's definitely worth it, especially if you already have a data plan. If you already have that grandfathered unlimited data plan from AT&T, then you can't beat that. So this is just a consumption tool when it comes to technology. All right, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Not a knife vid, obviously, so all you knife freaks, let me know what you guys think about the technology in the iPhone 5. Alright guys, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you guys on the next vid. Bye.